Yeah, it's really good to see you again. Yeah, you mentioned that, and I am sorry. I know we have not cracked you out in such a long time. I know, it's been really long. I have no excuse. I think it's always been sort of like third in the queue in terms of things that I've been meaning to get to in terms of treatments, and it just sort of stayed there while other things kept moving into the 1 and 2 spot. Anyways, let's crack you out today. I'm thinking we're going to start with a shoulder massage, okay? Just to get a sense of what's going on in your upper body. And then we'll do some cracking, okay? We'll crack the shoulders. I think I might hold up the arms. Oh, there goes a bungalow kitty. I think I'll hold up your arms, kind of wiggle them a little bit, do some cracking. Does that sound good? Okay, great. All right, so we're just gonna start. Yeah, I'm just gonna feel these shoulders. Just, for relaxation and also to get a sense of what's going on, right? Yep. Yeah, and this is that sort of kind of like the grounding squeezes that I like to do. Yeah, so it's like starting there and then moving down, right? Okay. Okay, so I'm immediately feeling some stuff going on in your shoulders. Do you want to tell me what's going on for you? I mean, in terms of pain, discomfort. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Like right there. Yeah. Yeah, I'm feeling it too. Okay. Let me actually just take a look. Yeah, okay, let me Right, and do you notice how this one kind of, yeah, okay. So let's also feel into this guy, right? Yeah. So this is your left shoulder. A little crunchy, but I think, yeah, this is the, this is the main crunchy zone, right? It's like right over here, yeah, okay. And let's get into these traps a little bit. Just adjust your shirt, okay. Let's shoulders a little bit. Just move you there. Okay. Let me just squeeze down the sides of the upper arms. These traps. See, I'm gonna just wiggle that shoulder a little bit. And I'm just gonna wiggle this shoulder just a little bit. Yeah, okay. Let me just. This left shoulder again. So I'm gonna stick this thumb in, okay? Here it goes. Yeah, it's kind of like right into that joint, okay? Yeah, I'm like seeing it on your face. Okay. Too much pain? No? Okay, good. But you're feeling it. Yeah, okay. All right. And just to make sure that we are not neglecting this side, I'm gonna go in with this thumb, okay? So it's that joint right there, okay? That is feeling looser just naturally to me. Yeah, I mean, there's some crunchy. There's some crunchy crunch, but well, I think this is helping me get a good sense of where we want to do some adjustments. Let me just take a sip of water. Okay, so because in these chiro sessions I do like to do some sort of like alignment work, you know, and I am noticing there's maybe a little bit of a hunch in the way that you're sitting right now, you know, and that's very normal. We tend to sort of hunch naturally, especially with all the tech that we've got. So I am gonna roll these shoulders back a little bit, okay? All right, let me I'm just gonna rub your chest here for a sec. Yeah, okay. Feeling okay? Okay. And let me actually just feel in this upper pectoralis here. Okay, let's feel in this upper pectoralis here as well. Okay, all right. Okay, so let me, ready? I'm gonna roll those shoulders back like that, right? Yep. Okay. And roll them back. Yep. And I'm just gonna open the chest here a little bit. Okay. Yeah, that's me sort of doing that. Okay. Open that chest. I'm gonna roll those shoulders back. Yeah, I mean, you know, just visually it opens you up, right? And over time, if you can get used to that one posture change, it does help, right? Yeah, you're gonna notice that other things in your body are gonna start feeling better. But it's really hard to get in the habit of it. I know. Okay, and let's, ready? Pull those shoulders back. Nice, let's do it one more time, okay? And roll those shoulders back. Okay, let me just feel that. Let me just do some rubbing. There we go. Okay. All right. Okay, so we're gonna do some cracking now. I'm gonna keep it just to the shoulders for the moment. We'll just crack the shoulders, and then I'm gonna feel you again, see how we did, and then we're gonna do some arm lifts, okay? All right, so we're gonna start on your left side, which is a little bit less crunchy and problematic, right? Okay, ready? There we go, okay. Let me actually just adjust you a little bit so that I'm not bumping you while I'm adjusting. You ready? Okay. How's that shoulder feeling? Yeah. Okay, and okay. All right, so let's feel this shoulder here. Okay. Good. All right, so now we're gonna like we're gonna get into this shoulder, right, which is a little more problematic. That's okay. It's not gonna hurt. You know cracks, they sound like they hurt, but they don't hurt, right? Yeah, or they shouldn't if they're done correctly. Let me just feel the shoulder a little bit more. Okay, all right, ready? So we're just gonna wiggle you a little bit and how'd those feel? Yeah? Okay. All right. Let's see. Just checking out Bungalow Kitty in the background. Okay. So, let's feel the shoulder again. This is your left shoulder. And we're gonna there we go. Okay, I know. I like to do several cracks in a row, right? Yeah. Let me just feel this shoulder here. Okay, and let's feel the shoulder over here. Yeah. Okay. Let me, Oh, okay. You okay? Okay, yeah, that was an intense one. All right, let's I'm gonna count for this one because it might be intense, okay? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, there we go. Sorry, I went a little before 3. I know. It's like when like a parent is ripping off a Band-Aid or something, right? Yeah. Just go a little bit before 3 and then it's done. Yeah. Do those feel okay? Okay, good. So let me feel these shoulders. Yeah. Let me feel these traps. Okay. Let me just adjust your shirt a little bit here. Okay, so the traps are sounding a bit crunchy, right? Maybe we'll do a little bit of trap cracking. Does that sound good? Okay, all right. Okay, so let me, this is your left trap, and there we go, okay. How's that left trap feeling? A little bit more free? Good. Good, good. Okay. Now, just kind of prop you up a little bit more there. Okay. Yeah, let me just feel this chest here. Okay, so we're going to go in for this right trap now. Yeah. Right up, sort of at the base of the neck here, okay? Ready? And okay, and let's do one more counting one because this is kind of your problem sum today, okay? 1, 2, 3. Got you. Okay. All right. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, so let's just feel these shoulders a little bit after we did some cracks. Both sort of on the shoulders proper and also on the traps, right? Yeah. little squeeze there, and we're just gonna grab the side and give a little squeeze there. Okay. Okay. Okay, let's try this side as well. Okay. I'm just taking my fingers and kind of working into this upper pectoralis area here for a sec, okay? Yeah, and let's do the other side as well. Yep. Okay, so I think we're going to, we're already feeling considerably better, and that's kind of the goal. And when I say we, I mean, based on touch in terms of what I'm feeling in these shoulders. We're already feeling considerably better. A lot of the crunchiness has loosened, but I think I think my initial intuition about doing some arm raises and some wiggle cracks, for lack of a better word, is right, okay? All right, so let me kind of get a little closer to you, okay? And okay, so I'm just gonna grab this arm. First, let me just the shoulder, let me loosen it up a little bit, okay? And now I'm just going to raise this arm, and we're gonna, okay, and we're gonna bring it back down. And let me, feel shoulder, doing okay? Yeah, and I've just kind of got one, like my left arm just sort of rested on your shoulder while I sort of rub the bulb of your shoulder with my right hand just to get a sense. Okay, all right, and then I think, let's feel, okay, so this is the problem side. So we may do a few more cracks over here, okay? How you doing? You hanging in there? You are such a pro. I never have to worry about cracking you too much. There is no such thing, right? Yeah, okay. All right, so let's see. I am going to let me just feel that shoulder one more time, and then I am just going to scoop forward, and we're just going to lift this arm, okay, and wiggle, and wiggle, and wiggle, and wiggle, and one more back, and one more forward, and let's bring it down. Okay, now let me, just really feel, because what we're hoping for with those cracks is, it's this is the thing we want to free, right? This bulb of the shoulder. So that is what I am sort of trying to get a sense of right now. And that feels pretty nice. That's feeling very good. Okay, all right, so let me just take a look at you here. Okay, so I'm looking to see how the other side is compensating when I do this. It's looking better, yeah. Let's do the same on this side. Feeling okay? Okay, it's looking good. You're looking very good. Let me okay. Let's do these straps one more time. Okay, and I think we are going to end by rolling the shoulders back and opening the chest again, okay? Yep. Just because now that we've done the work in terms of adjusting you, let's just have a little bit of posture. Just a bit of a posture reminder, right? So you can kind of carry that with you into the day, okay? Ready? Shoulders, and roll them back. Yeah, that looks nice, okay. And I'm just gonna grab here, okay? And we're gonna open up that chest, right? Let's just feel, yeah, okay. And we're gonna roll these shoulders back one more time, okay? Ready? I know, it really changes things, doesn't it? Yeah, and it's funny how we forget. I mean, sometimes I'll just actively be like this, and I sort of have to, remind myself that I'm carrying myself in a way that's hurting me. Okay, so let's roll those shoulders back, looking really nice. Roll those shoulders back. Open up that chest. And one more. Ready? Roll those shoulders back. Okay. Let me work this shoulder over here. And let me work this shoulder over here. Yeah, and this is just me taking sort of the butt of the palm. I feel like we've had this conversation before. The butt of the palm and rubbing it into. Oh my god. Okay. There we go. And okay. Okay. All right. How are you feeling? Okay, good. Yeah, and like I said, again, I'm sorry it's taken me so long to do another chiro session. I do want to start doing them more often again. Yeah. Sometimes time just flies by, right? You don't realize. Yeah. Okay, well, how are you feeling? A little sleepy? Are you feeling like a sleeping beauty? Yeah. Did you want to just take a nap on the couch? Yeah? Okay, I think that sounds great. And remember, once you get the day started, whenever you've fully rested, hydrate, okay? Water, yep. And I would say also just take things easy for the day, right? Your body just kind of went through a lot. And you don't want to overtax it in any way, right? Yeah. Okay. All right, well, I'll just let you rest, okay? Yeah. Yeah, and take as long as you need. Okay. I'll see you in a little bit.